Hello, friends. Good day. Anton Chekhov. I'm going to tell you about, and I'm going to narrate the story, the short story of Anton Chekhov. This is a very famous short story written by Anton Chekhov. The name of this short story is A Happy Man. So the happy man starts like this. A passenger train is just starting from Bulok, the junction on St. Petersburg's to Moscow line in a second-class smoking compartment. 5 passengers sit dozing, shrouded in the twilight of the carriage. They had just had a meal and now snugly ensconced in their seat, they are trying to go to sleep. Stillness. The door opens and there walks a tall, lanky figure, straight as poker, with ginger-colored hat and a smart overcoat, wonderfully suggestive of a journalist in Julius Verne or in a comic stage. The figure stands still in the middle of the compartment for a long while, breathing heavily, screwing up his eyes and peering at the seats. No, wrong again, he muttered. What the deuce? It's positively revolting. No, wrong one again. One of the passengers stares at the figure and utters a shout of joy. Ivan Alexeyevich, what brings you here? Is it you? The poker-like gentleman stares blankly at the passenger and recognizes him, clasps his hand with delight. Hey, Peter Petrovich, he says, how many summer, how many winters, I didn't know you were in this train. How are you getting on? I'm all right. The only thing is, my dear fellow, I have lost my compartment. And I'm simply can't find it. What an idiot I am. I ought to be thrashed. The poker-like gentleman sways a little unsteadily and sniggers. Queer things to happen, he continues. I stepped out just after the second bell to get a glass of brandy. I got it, of course. Well, I thought since a long way to the next station, it would be as well to have a second glass. While I was thinking about it and drinking it, the third bell rang. I ran like a mad and jumped into the first carriage. I am an idiot. I am the son of a hen. Well, but you seem in a very good spirit, observed Peter Petrovich. Come and sit down. There's room and a welcome. No. I am off to look for my carriage. Goodbye. You will fall between the carriage and the dark if you don't look out. Sit down and we get to a station. You'll find your own compartment. Sit down. Ivan Alexeyevich heaves a sigh and irresolutely sit down facing Peter Petrovich. It's visibly excited. So what happened next? That at Fitix, though, as you were sitting on thorns. Where are you traveling to? Peter Petrovich inquires. Into space. There is such a turmoil in my head that I couldn't tell where I'm going myself. I go where fate takes me. Ha ha. My dear fellow, have you ever seen a happy fool? No. Well, then take a look at one. You behold the happiest of mortals. Yes. Don't you see something for my face? Well, one can see you are a tiny bit so. I dare say I look awfully stupid just now. It's a pity I haven't a looking glass. I should like to look at my continuing house, my dear fellow. I feel I'm turning into an idiot. Honor bright, ha ha. Would you believe it, in my honeymoon, and I'm not the son of a hen? Do you mean to say you are married? Today, my dear boy, we have come straight after the wedding. Congratulations, and the usual question follow. Well, You are a fellow, laughs Peter Petrovich. That's why you are rigged out such a dandy. Yes, indeed. To complete the illusion, I have been sprinkled myself with scent. I am over my ears in the vanity. No care, no thought, nothing but a sensation of something or other. Dew knows that what to call it, be tight or something. I have never felt so grandy in my life. Ivan Alexeyevich shut his eyes and wangled his head. I am revoltingly happy, he says. Just think, in a minute I shall go to my compartment. There on the seat near the window is sitting a being who is to say devoted to you with her whole being, a little blondie with a little nose, little fingers, my little darling, my angel, my little puppet, Pelixora of my soul, and her little foot, good God, a little foot not like our beetle crushes, but something miniature, fairy-like, allegorical. I could pick it up, eat it, that little foot. Oh, but you don't understand. You're materialist, of course. You begin analyzing at once, and you think another. You're a cold-hearted bachelor. That's what you are. When you get married, you think of me. Where is Ivan Alexeyevich now? You'll see, yes. So in a minute I'm going to my compartment. There she is waiting for me with impatience, in joyful anticipation of my appearance. She'll have a smile to greet me. I sit down beside her and take her chin with my two fingers. Ivan Alexeyevich wangles his head and goes off into a chuckle of delight. Then I lay my noodle on her shoulder and put my arm round her waist. Around all is silence and new poetic twilight. I could embrace the whole world at such a moment. Peter Petrovich, allow me to embrace you. Delighted, I am sure. The two friends embrace while the passenger laughs in chorus, and the happy bridegroom continues. And to complete the idiocy, or the novelists say, to complete the illusion, one goes to the refreshment room and tosses off 2 or 3 glasses, and then something happens in your head and your heart, finer than you read of in a fairy tale. I am a man of no importance, but I feel as though I were limitless. I embrace the whole world. The passenger looking at the tipsy and blissful bridegroom are infected by his cheerfulness and no longer feel sleepy. Instead of one listener, Ivan Alexeyevich has now an audience of 5. He wriggles and splutters, gesticulates and prattles on without ceasing. He laughs and they all laugh. Gentlemen, don't think so much. Damn all this analysis. If you want to drink. No need to philosophize as to whether it's bad or for you or not. Damn all this philosophy and psychology. The God walks through the compartment. My dear fellow, the bridegroom addressed him, when you pass through the carriage number 209, look out for a lady in a grey hat with a white bird and tell her I am here. Yes, sir, only there isn't number 209 in this train. There is 219. Well, 219, then it's all the same. Tell that lady that then that her husband is all right. Ivan Alexeyevich suddenly clutches his head and groans. Husband, lady, all in a minute, husband? Ha ha, I'm a puppy that needs thrashing, and here I'm a husband. Each idiot. But think of her. Yesterday she was a little girl, a midget. It's simply incredible. Nowadays it really seems strange to see a happy man. Observe one of the passenger. One as soon as expect to see a white elephant. Yes, And whose fault is it, says Ivan Alexeyevich, stretching his long legs and thrusting out his feet with their very pointed toes. If you are not happy, it's your own fault. Yes, but what else do you suppose it is? Man is the creator of its own happiness. If you want to be happy, you will be, but you don't want to be. You obstinately turn away from happiness. Why? What next? How do you make that out? Very simple. Nature has ordained that at a certain stage in his life, man should love. When that time comes, you should love like a house on fire, but you won't heed the dictates of nature. You keep waiting for something. What's more, it's laid down by law that the normal man should ever enter upon matrimony. There's no happiness without marriage. Then the propitious moment has come. Get married. There is no use in shilly-shallying. What do you get married? You keep waiting for something. Then the scripture tells us that wine make it glad and the heart of man. If you feel happy and you want to feel better still, then go to the refreshment bar and have a drink. The great thing is not to be too clever, but to follow the beaten track. The beaten track is a grand thing. You say that man is the creator of his own happiness. How the devil is the creator of it when the toothache or ill-natured mother-in-law is enough to scatter his happiness to the winds. Everything depends on chance. If you had an accident this moment, you'd sing a different tune. Stuff and nonsense, retorted the bridegroom. Railway accident only happen once a year. I'm not afraid of an accident, for there is no reason for one. Accidents are exceptional. Confound them. I don't want to talk of them. Oh, I believe we are stopping at a station. Where are you going now? Asked Peter Petrovich. To Moscow or somewhere further south. Why, bless you, how could I go somewhere further south when I'm on my way to the north? But Moscow isn't in the north. I know, but we are our way to Petersburg, says Ivan Alexeyevich. We are going to Moscow, mercy on us. To Moscow? What do you mean, says the bridegroom in amazement. It's queer. For that station, did you take your ticket for Petersburg? In that case, I congratulate you. You have got into the wrong train. There follows a minute of silence. The bridegroom gets up, looks blankly around the company. Yes, Peter Petrovich explained, you must have jumped into the wrong train at Bullock. After your glass of brandy, you succeed in getting into a down train. Ivan Alexeyevich turns pale, clutches his head, and begins pacing rapidly about the carriage. Ach, idiot that I am, he says in indignation. Scoundrel, the devil devour me. Whatever am I to do now? Why, my wife is in that train. She's there all alone, expecting me, consumed by anxiety. Ach, I am a motley fool. The bridegroom falls on the seat, which though someone had trodden on his corn. I am an unhappy man, he moans. What am I to do? What am I to do? There, the passenger tried to console him. It's all right, you must telegraph to your wife and try to change into the St. Petersburg Express. That way you have to overtake her. The Petersburg Express, weeps the bridegroom, the creator of his own happiness. And how am I to get a ticket for the Petersburg Express? All my money is with my wife. The passenger, laughing and whispering together, making a collection and furnish the happy man with funds. So this is the story, The Happy Man, short story written by Anton Chekhov, how he was mistaken, a drunkard man. He lost his wife almost. And this is a very interesting short story. I hope you will enjoy it. Thank you very much.